I made 7 versions of this mark, and only one felt right. In one, the leaves were too sharp, too structured for what grows in our garden. In another, the flower felt wrong, too exotic, too far from where I actually live. These hand-drawn ideas looked good, but they didn't feel honest. Somewhere in between a rose-like leaf and a softer cottage garden bloom, I realized I wasn't choosing between good or bad ideas. I was choosing between 2 different worlds. This episode is about what happens when I stopped trying to make a perfect one, but started combining them instead. I started drawing without a plan, just a Sharpie, the letter C, and whatever shape wanted to show up. Some turned into long cottage leaves with soft blooms. Some became sharp blackberries with rigid edges. One stretched into an iris-like leaves, too designed, too deliberate. Another tightened into a bud that felt almost exotic, like belonging somewhere else entirely. They weren't bad, but they weren't this garden. Some felt too harsh, some too ornamental, some too logo-like. I wasn't observing, I was imagining, and that's where the disconnect showed. There was no real game plan. For years, I followed clear creative steps, systems that worked, and processes that delivered results. This was different. This isn't about landing the perfect outcome. It was about finding something that feels alive again. That's when I stopped trying to fix the whole thing. Instead, I cut it apart. The iris leaves weren't sitting right, but the top of the flower still held something, so I taped it onto a fresh C and drew new leaves around it. Not starting again, just rearranging. Then I tried another way, carbon paper, tracing what worked, layering one idea over another, taking the cottage bloom, pairing it with simpler, more grounded leaves, keeping the parts that felt honest, letting go of what didn't, painting back the background, revealing the mark again, darkening the lines, strengthening the form. Good ideas don't always arrive whole. Sometimes they're assembled. Before I leave it here, I prepare them for something else. I begin tracing the same form again and again, not fully changing them, just passing over them slowly, letting the lines settle through repetition. Tracing paper first, then carbon paper, so the image can be transferred in reverse. There's something steady about the process. Pressure, contact, transfer. I'm not refining them into perfection. I'm preparing them for another medium, another conversation. Laying them out like this, I can see it more clearly. Some carry tension, some carry softness, some carry structure. It wasn't about choosing one or the other, it was about holding both, the intensity and the softness that followed, not throwing the past away, just rearranging it. Sometimes growth isn't about becoming someone new, it's integrating what was already there into something steadier, more honest. If this slow practice resonates, feel free to follow along. I'm quietly rebuilding my creative flow, one small moment at a time.